I may have issues with my memory. Like, I forget things all the time and all that, but this, like, I remember this, like, at the back of my head. Um, like, I remember being outside and crying, and while everyone was inside, I think they were praying or something. I wish I treated my grandmother nicer than I did treat her, because I was mad. Like, I didn't fully understand it. And yes, that's a whole part about being a teenager. But I'm like 21 now, and every day of my life, I regret it. I, I mean, I understand that she was like a whole nother person, because Alzheimer's, like, I think it kills the brain cells in your brain until you can't, like, remember anything, and that's why she kept thinking I was her nurse. And I like to think that she's in heaven. Anyway, she was my Girl Scout leader. She changed so many people's lives. um, like, I wish I treated her better, pretty much. To this day, I regret not, understanding, and I'm sensitive, so, I can't really blame myself, but, I was so mad that I had to stay home in my free time to take care of her instead of hanging out with my friends, because this was after my parents had divorced. Before my parents divorced, I had to stay home because my dad wouldn't let us go out, or we had to earn the privilege to go out. But now I found out now that it's because my mom and dad were, like, sheltering us so that we wouldn't, like, get into drugs and stuff, which I don't think I would have anyway, considering my condition, because even to this day I don't want to take drugs or alcohol, because, truth saying, if I need a new kidney and they find out I'm a druggie or an alcoholic, and even because of my kidneys, an alcoholic would not work. But, you know, but, I mean, they should have just trusted me instead of, like, ruining my high school life. But, I was, like, 92 pounds in high school, in freshman year alone. And now I'm, like, overweight and I'm not happy about it, so I'm trying to lose weight. And now I'm sick again. And when I say sick, I mean not cancer. I've been sick with back-to-back UTIs for the last 3 months, and with swollen kidneys, and my doctor, I guess, isn't that alarmed about it because she hasn't done anything except provide me medicine, and I have had loss of appetite for the last 3 months. It sucks. I mean, not even to be able to enjoy your food. Like, for example, Austin tonight mixed Chick-fil-A sauce. Basically, we make our own. It's like ranch, ketchup, and barbecue sauce, I believe. And I smelt it and got so nauseous. Like, and the slushy made me nauseous as well. And apparently it might have been as well because my blood sugar dropped, and it didn't help because I was feeling very nasty and very tired and just icky. But I literally didn't eat anything yesterday. I managed to eat a few pieces of chicken, and that was it. Like, maybe 5 small pieces of chicken. And that's not healthy. I know, skipping meals like that, but, I mean, I've had such loss of appetite and all that. But anyway, I've had a lot of rough couple of years. Like, and I'm going to tell you why my senior year was so rough. And this was between a year frame, okay? A year and a month or so. So in July of 2014, my dad's mother died. And I was also very close with her. Not as close as I was with my grandmother, Tobin, but I was close with her when I was little. Because I remember we would go up and I remember her. Like, I remember her giving me Barbies and candy and all that. And I loved her. And of course, she got older and she was limited to a wheelchair. And I remember one day I walked into my church and there was my grandmother, and I ran to her and hugged her. And I wish that before she passed away, I wish I could have been a little bit more close to her, but my mother didn't want any reminder of my dad. Let me just put it that way. And then in August, grandmother died, Bobby. And now I only have one grandmother, which is my birth grandmother, Judy. And I'm very close with her as well. Now, that happens to be because my parents made sure that we could take a year trip. Now, we used to take year trips to see them, just once a year or twice a year. And they would come to us. Like, I remember when I was little, Lauren, we used to call my little sister Baby Lauren, and she hated it, so we stopped calling her that. But they would travel down from Gaston to see us, and we would usually go to the zoo on, like, our birthdays and stuff. And so I love that I was able to be close with them. And so that's my other grandmother. And then, so let's skip about, so we were dealing with the divorce, with my sister sleeping with the neighbor. The neighbor was married, and all that. And I might be saying too much, but this is just, in my world was crashing completely. And then, so my mom got remarried. I'm glad she got remarried. It's just, in my point of view, I didn't want her to leave me. Like, I've always had abandonment issues, and so in my eyes, she was leaving us. But, you know, I understand she deserves a chance to be happy after being with my dad, and she wasn't happy. It's just, I wasn't ready to be, like, you know, when birds are little, the moms, like, just fling them off the branch and expect them to fly. That's how I felt, you know, and I wasn't ready. But anyway, so I turned 18 March 1st, and then, so I was officially an adult, I guess, obviously, but I guess they don't think you're an officially adult until you're 21, but, so let's fast forward to May. I graduated, then I had that thing happen to me with that guy, and I'm not going to say what that is, because I just don't feel like saying that, but that has traumatized me to present day, let me just put it that way. And, so then school is out, yay, yay, yay. June 12th, 2015 hit. And to me, like I've already said, this was the worst day of my life because my first cat died, and I loved the hell out of this cat. And I tried calling my mom, and she didn't pick up. And so we went ahead and buried him. And then later in September, I believe it was September 24th, Buffy died, the sister of Sergeant. So it was just a very tough year for me. Very tough year. And of course, now I don't really feel like things are worse, but they haven't gotten better. And so when Thanksgiving comes around and Christmas, it just gets to me because it reminds me of what we used to do. And I know some people can just get over that, like that, but like I said, I haven't really been able to let things go. And sorry. But yeah, it's tough on me because I tend to just remember what we used to do and how fun it used to be. And, you know, I understand that things change, and we don't necessarily like change, and sometimes change is good for the good of the world, let me put it that way. But I wish sometimes we can just go back. Not to, like, the times when my dad would end up making us come home with him and all that, but, you know. So, but yeah. I think that's pretty much it, and if I forgot anything, see, I'm literally, like, I'm gonna go ahead and post this video just because it was kind of unplanned, and I'm up anyway, and it's like 7:03 in the morning. I don't know when I'll be up next because this melatonin hasn't even kicked in, and I don't want to take a Benadryl because I took a Benadryl this technically yesterday morning, and it had me out all afternoon. But I think that was just because my body needed rest and hadn't slept that good anyway, and all that. But you know, I'm on vacation, so yeah. So I hope to see you guys later. I do plan on doing a second vlog for the rest of my day. And in case you guys are confused, I start my vlogs from like 12 in the morning on a particular day, and it usually doesn't end. Sometimes it ends before 12, well, 11:59 p.m. because let's be honest, 12 a.m. is the next day. So like some people consider like they go from like a concept, like for example they start at 7 and end at night completely and don't, you know, all that. But I blog from whatever day from 12 in the morning to 11:59 at night. So that's mostly why my blogs are usually long. Like I don't blog everything, but you get the gist, I think. It's just that's how I blog. Like for example, at 12 a.m. I call that morning because it is morning. Like for example, Austin and we were talking on Messenger yesterday, and he keep saying it was night. He was like, "Good night," and I was like, "It's morning now." And he's like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Seriously," but some people don't really count 12 to like 3 in the morning. So yeah. If I don't get to editing this now, then I will definitely do it later, but I'm thinking about going ahead and getting it over with, because, I mean, see, my YouTube hasn't been working right, and I don't know why, so I might not be able to, do that. And I did try uploading my videos directly from VideoPad, but it took twice as longer, but I think that's just because it has to export and then upload, but I thought it was uploading directly to YouTube, but it wasn't, so that's why yesterday's didn't get put up until this morning, because it took so freaking long. It took like 3 hours, and my video was like maybe 18 minutes long, so that's also why I've been trying to do short videos, because I was making them too long. They were taking too long to export and then upload, and so I decided that I'm just going to keep them short. So, and I'll just do whatever parts of that day in the 3s or 4s. So, yeah, I was just really not feeling good yesterday. I just think that it was just a day that I needed to take out and settle down and all that. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please hit a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos.